Welcome to Mortgage MarketSmart. In this video, we're going to be looking at the profiles tile and specifically the real estate agent profile. So from our landing screen here, we're going to click on the profiles tile. And while this loads, we are going to go to the three lines next to the Mortgage MarketSmart icon and click on them to give us more real estate on the screen. We're then going to click on the real estate agent profile right here. Next, just two things. We're going to select our market. So let's say Seattle and our time period. So let's say the last 12 months. And we're then going to go to the agent selector. Now this is going to provide a list of top agents in Seattle over the last 12 months. As you can see, the table gives us the names and the offices of those agents, their total listings in this column, their listings as a listing agent, and their listings as a buyer agent. And then the average list price and contact information in terms of phone and email. Now, as I scroll to the right, I can see the percent of their listings that were done in MMCTs, or majority minority census tracts, the percent of their business done in MBCTs, majority Black census tracts, majority Hispanic census tract, majority Black or Hispanic census tracts, majority Asian census tracts, and percent of their listings done in LMI, or low to moderate income census tracts, and CRA census tracts, or Community Reinvestment Act census tracts. You can also see the percent of their listings that result in government or conventional loans. You can also see how many loan officers they've worked with and how many lenders they've worked with. What's nice about the table is that it allows you to compare the agents to each other and to compare the agents to the market. So that first line in bold represents the average of the market. So 24% of the listings in Seattle in the past 12 months have been in majority minority census tracts. At any time, you can choose to save this information by putting your cursor on the table and then clicking on this share button and clicking on Excel. Now, it's going to download, as you just saw, and it's going to open in Excel, and I'm going to show you what that table looks like. It's going to be a replica of the information you're seeing on the screen. So let me bring it over. So this is the exact same information that we just saw. As I scroll over, there you go. And you'll notice that it says warning, not all data is shown. Why is that? Because the Excel file cuts off at 10,000 rows, and there may be agents that have done one transaction, either as a listing agent or a buyer agent in the past 12 months, and we are just not providing that additional information. We cut it off at 10,000. Okay, so here is a best tip, or a pro tip. Best practice is to, as soon as you open your file, to go to File, Save As, and then to add a little bit more detail about the file so that you remember exactly what's in it. So these are top real estate agents in Washington, Seattle, last 12 months as of, and type in today's date, whatever that is. Okay, hit save. Great. So let's go back. So now that we've seen the list of top agents, now I can select specific agents to focus on. So for example, let's go with Zachary. So I'm going to go to the select real estate agent of interest dropdown. I'm going to find Zachary and I'm going to hit apply. And then I'm going to go to the relationships tab and see which loan officers Zachary has worked with and which lenders Zachary has worked with. I can also see if Zachary has worked with any builders. And you can see that He has 45 transactions with LGI Homes. So Zachary definitely looks like a builder agent. Now, I can also, again, save these at any time, but I'm going to also go to the listings export tab and figure out, okay, there have been 184 records matching for Zachary. And we can notice from this column, the status column, whether these are active listings or pending. So I'm actually going to narrow these to specifically view active listings by selecting active here. And now we are down to 30 records. So if I'm a loan officer, I can figure out that I want to talk to Zachary about this property on East 53rd Street, and I can click on the Zillow link to make sure everything looks good. And indeed, it is active and ready to go. And now I can call Zachary using the information, the contact information that we have over here. Okay, so that's it for Zachary. If I go back to my agent selector, I can always remove Zachary by clicking on this little slash filter slash button, and it'll return me to the original table that I was looking at first. And actually, it doesn't, because I have added a filter. So if I remove my active filter here and I select all, then we'll get back to the original table that has all of the agents, whether they are listing agents or buyer agents. Thanks for watching. See you next time.